And here we are in CLC Chapter 2, Grammar Lecture. We're going to be covering prepositions. Actually, we won't. That was in class. Then we'll be going over nouns, and then we'll be going to accusative plus no other signals object phrase, and then finally we'll revise the we see. But the key that for this memorization is, of course, the noun declension. Notice the purpose of chunking is to take these 40 forms and find the similarity. And I don't want you to spend a lot of time on in analyzing the declensions, you just simply go to the glossary and look up the word. You'll find Kalina. That tells you it's the first declension. Or you could look up Metella in the glossary, or Kenna, better yet, Kenna in the glossary, and that A tells you first declension. But what about when you find a noun like we-a with a long A, and you go to the glossary and there's no we-a there with the long A? Well, there wouldn't be. It only gives it in the nominative form. So the chart, you realize that long A is ablative. That's why you need to memorize, and therefore it's first declension. Yes. We won't go over these because we already went over them in class, and there'll be plenty of opportunities to practice. Now let's talk about the accusative object phrase. So therefore, it's an object phrase, the slave. The friend, nominative subject phrase, greets, verb, the slave, accusative object. Now let's revise. First thing you go is the verb. And where's the verb? Est. Who's doing the being? Caecilius. Why? Because he's nominative. In atrio is an in plus ablative place phrase. Where's the verb? Salutat, ends in T. Translation of the salutat, salutes or greets. Who's doing the greeting? The nominative. And the nominative in this case is amicus. And who's being greeted? What about caecilium? Since you have a subject and a verb, you should have an object most of the time. Oh, caecilium is accusative, therefore he's object. Where's your verb? Est. Who's doing the esting? It's metella. Why? Because it's nominative. In atrio, in plus ablative place phrase. Where's your verb? Salutat. Who's doing the greeting? The subject phrase. What case is the subject? The nominative, amicus. Metellam. What case is metellam? Accusative. Accusative with no other signals? Object phrase. Where's the verb? Est. Who's doing the being? Quintus is doing the being. And then where's Quintus being? In atrio, in the atrium. Oh, a creepy, creepy picture. So let's look at the verb. Salutat. Who's doing the greeting? The creepy friend. Look at Quintus's face. Doesn't he look uncomfortable? And then, so the subject, amicus, greets the, what's he greeting? The object phrase. Which is the object? That which is accusative, quintum. Where's your verb? Est. Who's doing the esting? The servus, because it's nominative. Where is he esting? In atrio, in plus ablative place phrase. The slave is in the atrium. Oh, what a friendly guy. So where's your verb? Salutat, greets. Who is doing the greeting? The subject phrase. What case is the subject phrase? Nominative. What's nominative? Amicus. Who's he greeting? That's the object phrase. That's who's receiving the action of the verb. Who's that? The servum, accusative, no other signals, object phrase. Oh, look at this. Canis est in atrio. Atrio, sorry. Who's the doing the esting? Well, the canis, because it's subject phrase, and in atrio, that's where he's esting, in the atrium. Last one before we get tired of the creepy friend. Where's the verb? Salutat. Why is it a verb? Ends in T. Who's doing the greeting? Amicus. Why? Because amicus is nominative. Nominative with no other signal, subject phrase. That's what's doing the verb. And who's receiving the verb, or what's the verb being done to? The verb is being done to the object phrase, which in Latin is signified by accusative. All right, I think we're pretty good on those. So you could keep on going, and as I'm doing this, you can slow it down, pause it, know what you need to do. Sometimes you don't have a place phrase. Sometimes you don't have an object phrase. Sometimes you do, as metella, the subject, watches grumio. Sometimes you have a verb of being. A verb of being is, so an equational sign, an equal sign, whatever is the same, has to be the same on both sides. So the kibus is nominative. You need a subject. And who's doing the equating? It's going to be paratos. So the food is equal sign ready. There's your verb gustat. Who's doing the gustating? It's metella. She's doing the tasting. What's she tasting? The object phrase. The object phrase is accusative. What's the verb? Est. Who's doing the esting? Who's being? Grumio. Oh, remember the equal sign? So we have a subject phrase there. We need an equational phrase there. So your verb is equating when you have est or any form thereof. What's the verb? Laudat. Who's doing the laudating? Metella, because she's nominative. Who's being praised? Grumio. Why? Because he's accusative object phrase. So that should take care of the rest of the grammar for you all. Please enjoy that. Write down your notes that you need. And if you need to take the exit assessment, please do so as many times as necessary.